Stan Gibilisco here with a little input for writers. It can be really amazing where you get ideas for new books or for book revisions. I always read the reviews of my books on Amazon. Some writers like to read the reviews and others not so much. I read them all. Unfortunately, a lot of reviews really aren't reviews at all. They're just remarks. And some of them are constructive and some of them aren't. But I read them all because I figure I might find some way to improve on my work. It's always nice when somebody just plain loves me, you know. I think that's always makes my day. But I don't read them for that reason, because just as often people will simply trash me. Or, you know, you got to take the bad with the good in this business. But what I make a point of it to do is to try and glean everything that I can from these reviews that will help maybe in a future edition of a book, some ideas for a new book maybe. You never know what will come your way and when it'll come, when the Muse will strike. Even in technical writing, the Muse strikes. The Muse just happens to like to write on the blackboard a lot. You know those old-fashioned things called blackboards, complete with chalk, dust, and the whole 9 meters. Anyway, I was reading a review just recently, and someone was talking about the shortcomings of one of my books. It was one of the mathematics-related books, and it also happened to be a book that my editor at McGraw-Hill was suggesting that I update and revise. Well, I couldn't come up with anything to add to the book, and I told him so. And so for now, that project has been set on hold while I work on another project. But I just remembered the other night, wait a minute, maybe I should go back and read these reviews again, because there's a lot of useful material in a couple of these reviews of this book that I can use for adding and making the next edition. And the only thing about it is that it'll become a huge, huge book if I add all of this stuff. I don't know how huge the publisher is willing to make this book. But, of course, if they make it huge enough, 2 things will happen. It'll just about get priced out of the market, and secondly, it could become a sort of a standard of excellence in its genre. I'd love to expect that would happen. But now, you know, you can download a PDF of books like this. And fortunately, all of the illustrations in this particular book were done so that they can be directly rendered into PDF format. Unfortunately, though, a lot of Kindle and other electronic books seem to have their illustration formats messed up. I hope that that's improving, but in any case, I'm kind of rambling a little bit, as writers can do on videos. Hopefully not in the book. However, you can get good ideas from your readers if you're willing to, take the rough stuff with the good stuff. And me, I'm too old to really. If somebody wants to trash me, I mean, it's like, have a good day, friend. You know what I'm saying? Have a good day. But now and then, they really come up with good suggestions. And this particular person did. Thanks, by the way, in advance, in case I ever get the energy to revise that thing, because it's a huge sucker. And it'll be bigger yet when it's done being revised, if that ever happens. Stan Gibilisco signing off. Until next time, keep writing.